I'm not talking to guys like you.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
Shot?
No, I'm saying like you're not in
let's
my
get
circle.
the other girl in here. What's her name? Melissa. Alright, thank you, Kazumi.
That's not rude, that's unbothered. And if you haven't taken a page out of this man's book, you gotta look at it. Men are so done. Men across the board are so done. They're not begging, they're not chasing, and they're not changing. If you don't like them, see you later, bye. Done are those days where women can manipulate, play emotional games, and do whatever psychological, emotional manipulation that they want to try. Because it's just not working anymore. The emotional intelligence has just escalated, so the game is seen. They see the game. So all of you out there who are still thinking that you can manipulate, the majority of men are already at the, yeah, I'm good. They see your red flag a mile away. Insert clip here.
This is how you fuck with the man's head, but in a way that gets him hooked and makes him fantasize about you. And before I give you the step-by-step guide, don't be telling me in the comments how toxic this is, because baby girl, this is what it's intended to be. You have to make him suffer. You have to humiliate him. They fall in love with you when they're terrified of losing you. You have to stop lying to yourself, because you truly think by being sweet and kind and reassuring that he's gonna obsess over you. In reality, it makes you forgettable and how to have the upper hand and get into his head without even saying a single word. I messed up worse than I thought. Am I losing her? That right there is what you want to trigger. That right there is how you get into a man's head.
You have women out here right now teaching how to use dark psychology to get a man. And men are watching this and literally being like, you know, we can see this too, right? So then we know what to look for and what not to date. But anyway, keep making your videos because it's also showing the men who the fuck to date. Please keep showing us your red flags. Unbothered.
You come back. You know. I want you to see, you know.
Wait, why did you get 2 separate checks?
Huh?
Why did you get 2 separate checks?
They said if we wanted to split it, so I figured I would just.
If you wanted to split, are you kidding me? You asked me out.
You didn't tell me you had 9 kids.
So because I have 9 kids, you're not gonna pay for my food?
Yeah, no.
So you bring me out on Mother's Day, and because you find out that I have 9 kids, you're not gonna cover my bill.
Yeah, no. It's not even you. You trying to play me like I'm slow or something like that. No.
Are you kidding me?
Nah, you were supposed to let me know that beforehand. You said you had a kid, not 9.
No, you asked me that I have kids. I said yes.
Yeah, but 9 kids is, you know.
So because I have 9 kids, you're not gonna cover. Yo, so you invite me out to dinner.
How about you ask?
Did you just shush me?
Like,
My 9 baby. First of all, I don't have 9 baby daddies.
I don't know. You leaving out a lot of information here when I first talked to you.
Yo, oh my God, this is. You know what? Okay, all right.
So you gonna make a scene?
Yes, you literally just got me 2 bills. Yo, I did not ask to come out. I don't have the money for this. As you said, I have 9 kids, so I can't afford to pay. Oh my God.
Yo. Hey.
I'm gonna leave.
No, you're not gonna leave.
I'm gonna leave.
No,
you're gonna cover these because you invited me out to dinner.
Okay, watch out call the police.
And
I'm gonna say you're running,
my
dipping
God.
and dashing right now.
Wow.
I'm gonna say you dipped and dashed.
Oh my God.
I gotta go.
So somehow every girl's ex-boyfriend was toxic and abusive because women are perfect, okay? She's over there sending flirty text messages to 6 other guys, but he's insecure, okay? She cheats, but it's because he never gave her any attention. You have 4 baby daddies, 4 kids, and none of them want anything to do with you, but somehow you're still not the problem. You guys have another boyfriend every 3 months. You don't need another boyfriend. You need God, okay? Like, you guys need to start taking accountability sometimes. Men can't even ask for a basic human decency like respect anymore, okay? If you've had 10 boyfriends in the last 10 years, I'm sure there's somewhere down the road you were the problem also, okay? I'm not saying your exes weren't bad people, but I'm sure you were also on the wrong.
Excuse me, I have a question. I'm looking for somewhere to eat. I'm not from out here. You know where I can get something to eat?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked because I was actually looking for a cigarette. Do you have a cigarette?
Do I have a cigarette?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
No, I don't usually carry them on me.
Me neither.
Are you going to get something
Are you
to eat?
looking for something to eat?
Yeah.
There's like 32 restaurants here.
What's kind of like top 5 fan favorite of yours?
It's not really about me. It's about you. If you have a preference on the type of.
Well,
food
that's the
you
thing.
like.
I'm not really like too sure.
Why are we filming? What's going on here? What's your name? I'll cater my messaging. Who are you?
I'm nobody important.
I didn't think you were. I just want to know your name.
David.
Brooke, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Okay, now this is how we start our conversation. Okay, what's your question?
What do you prefer out here?
Truly, I'm a big fan of Super Rico because I love their green salsa. If you can't do that, I would do Antico, which is the pizza place that's right next door. But there's a bunch of options, so it depends on what you like. There's truly an option for every type of cuisine here.
Okay.
What are you guys in the mood for?
I'm just really starving. Like,
I feel like we started this on a weird foot. What's going on, David?
I mean, I approach you, very polite and calm.
Oh, you did, but it feels weird. Let's go get a drink.
Yeah, let's get a drink.
David,
Sure.
come with me.
Sure.
Let's get a drink.
Let's get a drink.
Wait, where are we going? Do you want to go to our house?
What do you want from a man?
I want a man who wants to build something together.
You want the 50-50 chicks. Okay, good luck with that.
50-50?
Meaning you want a partnership.
No,
Yes?
I want his money.
You want his money.
Yeah,
To do
I
what?
want to build with his money. My money is the backup plan.
Hold on, you're not hot enough for that.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, you want his money. I wish you would go tell somebody with money that you want it. Are you that hot at 35?
Inside and out?
No, that's all that matters is outside first.
Okay, outside, yes.
No. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
A 4.
You think there's a hot 4?
Yes.
So, how long you been on the planet Earth?
Let's have a serious conversation
I'm
here,
having
Kevin,
a serious conversation. I don't play on my show.
Right.
Where do you rank yourself? That's what I asked. You said a 4, and I said, are there hot 4s? You said yes. Who became unserious or obnoxious first?
And also, I'm going off of the fact that you said I'm not hot. So
But I'm
measurement
asking
of
you,
hot
what would you rank yourself?
But this is your show.
But that's not what I asked. See, now we're getting to it. And I just asked you simple, straightforward questions that you say you've heard me ask. But look at how you're responding.
Right. Defensive.
Yeah. You're not hot enough for that. Beautiful morning.
Guys, I have a girlfriend, alright? I'm sorry. I have a girlfriend, please.
Please! She's really chasing me.
Girl recorded herself and her boyfriend at dinner. It looked like they're at like a buffet or something, and a woman comes up to her boyfriend and goes, "Oh, what are you eating? It looks good." And he goes, "Smoked salmon." That is the entirety of the interaction. On the screen, she goes, "Who the fuck doesn't know what smoked salmon is?" And then her boyfriend just keeps like trying to talk to her about different things, and she like rolls her eyes and like gives him dirty looks. And on the screen, she goes, "He's overcompensating with conversation because he knows I'm livid." I cannot fathom how some of you are actually in relationships. You don't treat your partners like partners, you treat them like prisoners. If you're mad that other women just exist around your boyfriend, you are not ready to be in a relationship. Because it means you have absolutely no trust or confidence in the person that you're dating. It also means that you see all women as competition. Like, do you really think that someone asking about smoked salmon means that they want your crusty, dusty boyfriend? Now he's in trouble for being polite. Do you want him to be mean to random women? It frustrates me because, like, guys think that this is, like, the standard for women. So, like, when we do this, it just, like, reinforces that idea for them that we're all fucking nuts.
There is nothing worse than dating a man
Okay, I am the problem. I went on a date with this guy and he was like, "It's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place?" And I was like, "Sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening." And he was like, "That's totally fine. Just come over." And I was like, "Cool." So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, "Are you gay? Like, what?" And like I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. I just now I feel ugly. This is what.
That is a woman that wanted to validate herself by rejecting that man. So when he didn't play her game, she was left frustrated. And the bottom line is that she just told on herself in a very real way. This is genuinely scary, and men should be very cautious of this type of woman.
Just a reminder that the Bible literally says that it is better for your husband to be starving in a desert land than it is for him to live in a house with a wife who is beefing with him all the time.
I don't know why you keep everything inside. You know I'm here for you, right? It's just like, I'm a man, you know, and I'm supposed to be strong. You are strong, and sharing your thoughts and worries with me won't take that away. Are you sure? Of course, I'm all ears. Alright, so it all started when I was a kid. My favorite pet cat swallowed a rock.
Wow.
That was my favorite pet rock.
This nigga's gay.
I found.
How did you lose your virginity? Was it a good experience, bad experience?
I had a good
That's really personal.
Is it?
You shouldn't ask questions like that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's with my first boyfriend. He was amazing.
Where's he now? Where's he now?
I'm still dating him. 3 years.
Oh my god, really? Congratulations.
Almost
That's
4
actually
years.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
You guys gotta get. Wow, look at that. I was about to say, you know, honestly, that's the dream right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully I end up like you guys one day, you know what I'm saying? But,
You might not, though.
I might not?
Probably not, no.
Why not?
Because
really
my
great
boyfriend
first
is like
times.
top tier. Like,
He's top tier?
That's true.
What makes him top tier? Give us some qualities.
He's the best boyfriend ever.
Why? Gotta explain why.
Because he listens to me.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. He does everything I want, right?
It's a really hard thing for guys.
So what, I wouldn't listen? Are you saying that I'm not capable of listening to somebody? She's like,
most
Well,
guys,
first of
so-
all, you're shorter than me.
okay. Okay.
You know, like, that's all.
Well, who said I'm going for you, though?
Huh?
Who said I'm gonna go for you? Obviously, I wouldn't go for you because you're taller than me.
I mean, like, I model, so, like, a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't get where you're going with this. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, what do you do for a living?
What?
I don't know where that hate came from, but they got to hating hard.
Happy wife, happy life is true. And the reason it's true is because if the wife is unhappy, everyone's miserable because she'll make sure of it. But if the man's unhappy, everyone else can be happy. He'll suffer. He'll sit with no He'll go to work every day.
Yeah.
He won't see his friends. He'll be miserable. He'll be depressed. He'll still pay the bills. He'll still pay the taxes. And everyone else gets to be happy. Men are good at suffering. Women are spiteful sufferers.
Happy wife, happy life became a thing because everybody knows that when women are unhappy, when something's going wrong and they're unhappy, they torture everybody. We do, right? And I'm putting myself in this, right? Because I'm a woman, right? So I have to own that there's a part of me does this, right? Hormonally, all of it. I'm just like,
She said it, not me.
I'm in a bikini. I'm at a pool party. I'm in a bikini. I'm rolling up.
Yep.
Right? I'm talking to my homegirl. Boom. Just come behind me, slap my ass.
Yep.
He's in the right.
I never said that.
I chose to wear a bikini instead of shorts.
Okay. What is that there's a lot of pieces of shit out there. What is that there's a lot of bad people out there. What is there's a lot of predators out there that are willing to take opportunities and that present themselves. You can't control the world and you can't control the weirdos out there. So if you, one of the few things you do control is how you dress, how the world perceives you, being safe, etc. So this is why men don't like their girl dressing in a certain way because men know these threats. Men have to accept reality. Men have to accept danger, etc. So a lot of times when a guy's telling you, yo, I don't like you being dressed like that, 9 out of 10 times what you're trying to argue with them, I don't want to change, and asking him for a dumbass explanation. Listen, I'm telling you not to do this because I know the dark side of the world because men have to experience these things. They know what men are capable of. So even though what that guy did is reprehensible, he shouldn't be touching women that he doesn't know, we got to operate on reality. That's what happens when you sell yourself.
Speechless.
When a man sells a woman, 9 out of 10 times that woman sells herself. And women got to bear some responsibility for themselves to some degree because the world is a cold place and it doesn't owe you understanding. So if you want to dress like a if you want to dress like a hoe, be prepared for idiots out there to treat you like a hoe, even though you shouldn't be treated that way. But hey, they're gonna go off a whole uniform, aren't they?
Okay, so I work in a kitchen filled with men, right?
Sure.
And I'm the only female chef in there.
Yeah.
So I get to observe how men communicate.
Oh, that's okay. Now we unpacking.
It's interesting. And what I noticed about your build is that you have the capacity to work and suffer at the same time.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Women don't.
Okay, so when you say work and suffer, elaborate. What does that mean?
You could be physically or emotionally or mentally defeated,
Drained.
but you're still
Tired,
going to
yes.
go to work, and you can still, like, you have the physical capacity to execute whatever it is that you need to do.
That's in relationships too. Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
That's in relationships. Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not just work. It's not it's not just occupation.
I agree.
Men suffer in silence often.
Yeah.
Because our existence is based on what we can provide to you all.
A lot of these women don't understand this, and that's why they be leaving, just straight walking out on stuff. That's why they leave at a 70 to 90% clip, because the man is unhappy about a lot of things, and he could say he's unhappy, but it really doesn't matter because she really don't care about his feelings. As long as she's happy, then he can suffer for all she cares.
What's your spring break confession?
I have a man now. Over the summer, I came to Lottie. I was in a relationship at the time, and I cheated on my boyfriend at the time with this guy who was a pilot, and we just went yachting for like 3 days. It was worth it. I need to convince myself I could f other people.
Excuse me, I you're like really pretty. You want to dance later?
Sure.
What's your name?
Azucena.
Azucena?
Yeah.
Hi, babe. Nice to meet you. Let me get your number because I'm not gonna see you. I don't know if I will see you again. I was gonna use the bathroom, but I was like, I'm gonna show myself. What's your name?
Nevaeh.
Nevaeh, Ivan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
¿Son primas?
Yeah.
¿Qué parte de México?
Colima.
Colima. Tú sales un poquito más alta. ¿Tus colimas son altos? I don't know.
There's a hood. There's a hood.
Huh? Yeah, you know how to dance? Yeah. Which ones do you know how to dance? Cumbia.
She knows all of it. She knows all of it.
Alright, cool. Cool. I'll message you. Oh yeah, I got you.
El trabajo es que me beses una vez, que de ahí para el real te picas a besarme. No más deja que te llegue al corazón y después verás de lo que vas a darme.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
Have any superpower, what would it be?
Wow, out of all the questions, that's a very question.
I feel like I got a superpower right now.
Oh!
The disappointment on her face.
Guys make money to get married, girls make money to avoid marriage. Not only are you married, but back in 2018, you tried to be a girl boss at Big Enough Global. Guess the only thing about you that didn't get big enough was your bank account.
Do you pay for dates?
See, I'm a firm believer in 50-50, just because of the fact that I believe that if I go on a date and I want to pay for a girl, and then I tell her, hey, listen, like, this is on me, I don't want her to assume that I'm expecting something from her post-date. You know, because if you go on a date with a guy and the guy's just like, no, I'll pay for this. Or, oh, we're going to go get drinks after, I'll pay for that too. It's cool, it's on me, right? I think in your head, and correct me if I'm wrong, but in your head, you're like, okay, he might want something.
Oh my God, he's smart. He's smart. I give him that. He's smart.
I would rather be orphaned. I would rather fend for myself as an 8-year-old than live in this family. Ugh.
I don't know, man. But that type of choreography, she probably ain't doing too bad in the financial department.
Can I really order whatever I want?
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
It's your night.
I'm looking at that dry-aged porterhouse.
126.
A 32-ounce steak? Bro, she weighs no more than 160. What's she eating a 32-ounce steak for?
You know, it's probably got to be about the flavor and the specific cut. she know good and well she's not gonna eat all that.
If you open up to a woman, at least as a man,
there's like a 98% chance that she's probably gonna ghost you or move on to a different man, okay? This tends to perplex a lot of people, and they often ask the question of why, and some people are just so jaded they stop asking why. They just decide that women are just like this and they live with it. But women often see men as ideas, not really who they are as an individual. So essentially, if you open up to a woman, you're becoming a real person. You can no longer fit in the confines of the idea, the box that she has placed you in.
I was on my father because him and my mom would be into it. And I would just be like, Dad, why don't you chill out on Mom a little bit? That's how I felt until I got my own family. And then I was like, and he was gone. And I wish I could have told him, hey, I understand now. I get it now. Like, I understand why there's disagreements between husband and wife, why y'all don't always see eye to eye. Y'all trying to get it right. And I didn't understand as a kid. I thought it was you because Mom was the weaker vessel, and it always looked like, hey, man, you coming against my mama. And I was so protective of her. But then as I got older, man, you know what I'm saying? Daddy, I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. My old man said something one time, they was arguing, man. This is crazy. Because I was a kid. He should have said this in front of me. But he said, hey, ask your mama when the last time we had sex. I said, Dad, I ain't asking nobody nothing.
I'm not going to ask
you. Yeah, because I don't even, my mind has blocked that part of y'all out completely. I don't even think y'all do that in real life, right?
Right.
And he said, no, ask her. It's been this long, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I had no clue about the strain of that. You know what I'm saying? And then you get old and get your own. And I said, I recalled the timeline that he said. I said, man, if we wasn't doing it that long, then I'd have been gone.
Yeah.
I'd have been gone based off what he said.
Yeah.
He's a gospel singer too. And this is what a lot of men, they go through this type of stuff, man. And they're sitting up there trying to tell you this is the problem that I'm going through. And like he was saying, because she might start to cry, or because she might start to, oh, please don't, or it sounds like he's very harsh. But there's been stuff that's been going on behind the scenes, or stuff that's been said that you don't know about, actions that even though you might see them, you don't understand them. Your mind doesn't perceive it as disrespect because you don't know the context as a kid. But when you grow up as a man, you're like, wow, mama was really out here acting a fool. I mean, well, maybe I wouldn't have made the same decision as my dad over here, but dang, I can see why he did that. Or yeah, I'm about to make the same decision as my dad. He was spot on. He was right. And mom wouldn't back down. Mom would never say sorry. Mom wouldn't take accountability. Mom was holding out. Dang, that's crazy.
My man says, can you come have lunch with me? Of course I can. I get all dolled up and I'm all cute and we go eat lunch and everything's great. Here's the culprit right here. It sounds good until it's not.
You needed a lug nut.
You tricked me. This was never about lunch. He tricked me into bringing my car up here to get worked on.
You missing a lug nut. It's going to take me 2 minutes.
You tricked me into getting car work. I do not like to bring my car up here because it just takes all day. Who wants to sit in a place like this? I'm so sorry that you have to do this for your job. But who wants to sit here all day? Not I, said the cat. And so you tricked me. I'm thinking he's about to park the car and let me out. He drives into the, I don't work here. Why are we going into the unauthorized area? I'm over there with the customers, the visitors. He tricked me.
I did no such thing.
And this is what most modern women do. They want to sit at home, do nothing, or other things, but they would want the man to take her car, get it out of the house, go take care and do whatever he needs to do with it and bring it back so she can just get in it, drive it until it's on E. Until the car's making a sound, which will probably be in about 2 or 3 days. If you're lucky, 2 or 3 weeks. And this is the type of stuff that men never get credit for. This is the type of labor and the work that men never get credit for.
50-50. helping my man pay bills. Why would I help my man pay bills when he could just go broke and pay them all himself and I could be the princess and save all my money? That's how crazy y'all be sounding. Baby, do what works for your household. Do not let the internet trick you into thinking you're wrong for helping your man while y'all build and y'all save. The internet will have you out here single, bitter, and confused, trying to live up to rules that don't even apply to your life. If y'all are a team and y'all are working towards something bigger together, why not help each other out? What's wrong with carrying the load together? That's partnership. And truth be told, when y'all got it, it's not even a conversation, because at the end of the day, everything gonna get paid. Everything gonna be done. The house gonna be taken care of. So stop letting strangers dictate your relationship. They don't pay your bills. They don't live in your house. And they're not in your bed. If it works for y'all, that's all that matters. Help each other out. Be a team. Be considerate. When you love a person, you consider them. It's very inconsiderate to make somebody just pay everything and just be drained dry when you know you can help. Come on now.
It says an all-female nightclub allegedly closed on its opening night because no one purchased a single bottle of liquor.
First of all, stop calling me a female, because that's mad disrespectful. I don't want to be called anything with a man in it, or a male, or nothing like that. Okay? Don't call me a female no more. Call me a woman.
Y'all want to know what was just brought to my attention? We got it easy. Ladies, y'all love saying I cook, I clean, like it's some badge of honor. Let's be real. Pushing buttons on a washer and heating up frozen food ain't the same as scrubbing clothes by hand, plucking chicken, and cooking from scratch.
What the hell you over here doing?
I'm finna change the tire.
Oh, the hell you not? Watch out. It's a man job.
I know that's right. All right, baby.
Hey, baby, what you doing? Put that damn water down here. Get the bread. That's the woman job. Water. That's a man job.
Right.
Whoa. What you doing?
I'm taking the trash out.
It's a man job, baby. Get your ass in the house.
I know that's right. Baby, what you doing?
I'm just vacuuming, baby. Straightening up.
Oh, okay. I know that's right.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no.
You want to see?
You said 4 birds. Nah,
Look,
who they are,
look.
Hold on, wait.
No, look.
You know what she's doing? Chat, hold on, never fall for this method. When the girl specifically says look, they pick the app that they have the least amount of emotion.
I'm not picking nothing, it's right here,
Hold
look.
on, get out of my face real quick. I have PTSD. When the girl says look, and they're trying to convince you they have nothing on their phone, they're going to go to something that has the least amount of emotion, that's flooded with other girls. That way they be like, look, I'm not really talking to nobody.
I pulled that method way too many times.
You pulled that method way too many times? Even you
She's saying she's never pulled that method. I ain't gotta do shit. I'm showing you.
Why are you not denying the allegations?
Just not my preference, not my type per se. Too much. Like, I could work with a lot, but.
What do you mean by too much?
I guess he like men. I don't know.
No, I like a little more petite.
Oh, it's okay.
Not at all. We don't have to go to
Flat side is for the flat side. It's okay,
You just
baby.
not my preference. We don't have
What's
to
the
argue.
next one?
Oh, I feel like being seen out together, it's just like people would look at me and you and then be like, that probably don't match. You feel me? Because, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm 24. You said you was how old?
29.
29?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like, people say I got a baby face. You know what I'm saying? You like a grown woman.
He couldn't handle me, that's why.
Well, maybe he truly, literally could not handle you.
The sun is up, so run it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now.
I'm not sure that's talking stage activity. And so a public service announcement for the fellas out there, if you are in a talking stage, I would not recommend this activity because you may find yourself in a jail cell. So in my humble opinion, depending on who your talking stage is with, the results will vary with this one. So I would not recommend for your talking stages.
What is your name?
Carly.
Carly.
Yes.
You white?
Yeah.
You're not mixed with black?
Am I mixed with black?
Yeah.
Do I look tan?
No, but Fuck. What state are you from?
Mississippi.
Give it a 360 real quick.
A white girl with a black girl's ass.
Yo, your ass is the size of Mississippi. Damn.
Hey, come here.
You sure you're not mixed with black?
No.
Do people like your ass?
I don't know.
Like, when you're like making love, do they like...
Oh, I don't know. I'm a virgin.
You're not a fucking virgin.
I swear.
Total bullshit.
How old are you?
25.
And you're a virgin?
Yes. 100%.
You're a
I'm
virgin?
committed. Until I get married, yes.
How many boyfriends have you had?
2.
2?
Yes.
For how long in each one?
One of them was like 2 years and the other one was like 1 year.
And none of them fucked you?
No.
Since you're a virgin, do you at least do oral?
No comment.
I'll say yeah.
You smell that? I smell cap.
Is that ass even real though?
Is it real? Yeah.
Can I touch it?
No.
Why this couple just came in right? It was time to pay for the bill, and the girl was like, "Oh, you got it," and he was like, "Well, this is our first date. You know, I would feel more comfortable splitting the check." And she's like, "Oh, I should have knew you was broke when you came in with that fake Louis V wallet." And he looked dead at her and said, "Your ass is fake. Be for real." I was laughing for 10 minutes.
I don't get why men get mad when women are just basically repeating what men say to us. Like, I'm just listening to my dad talk, and my dad was like, yeah, you're a registered nurse, you're about to go to NP school, you don't have to rely on no man. But then when I get on this app, men are shaming me for not wanting to rely on a man. And then my dad go on to say, well, if he can't do nothing for you, then why you with him? But then I get on this app and men are like, you should be independent. You shouldn't need a man to do anything for you. And this is what I mean when I say men are just constantly moving the goalposts, because it's like, you want me to rely on you, but then I'm a gold digger. But then you want me to also have enough money to go 50-50. But then if I go 50-50 and I don't rely on you because I can 9 times out of 10 provide the other 50 if you leave, then that's a problem too. So it's like, rely on me, but don't rely on me too much. But also don't need me, but don't need me too much. But it's like, my grandfather and my father, like, I remember one time I was in college and my father and my grandfather, like, well, my grandfather mostly paid my phone bill. And so I had got like a little boyfriend, and he was like, well, ask your boyfriend if he can pay the phone bill. Like, it's like, what you think women are like getting from other women, we're most likely getting it from other men. Like, our fathers are telling us these things. My dad used to always say, and he still says it to this day, if he can't pay no bills, he don't get no fills. Like, and when I said that on here, they're like, oh, you're and it's like, the men who have a problem with it, it's like, would you really be okay with your daughter laying up with a man who can't do nothing for her if she's in a time of need, or who can't even pay a simple phone bill? You wouldn't. You just want somebody to settle that for you.
So it's not that you shouldn't be able to depend on your man. That's something that your dad and your grandfather should have told you. But modern women nowadays, what they're doing is they're trying to extract from their man. They're going into it and saying, off top, before I even get to know you, $500. They haven't built in any rapport. They haven't, it's nothing. So you guys are not even engaged. And you say, well, get your boyfriend to pay your cell phone bill. No, you pay that cell phone bill. No, the dad, yourself, or your grandfather. Y'all pay that bill. If he wants to, he can. If your man wants to, no, I got it. Let me get it for you. If he wants to do that, he can. But that's not his responsibility. Y'all are not married. That's not his responsibility yet. So whatever, I'm sorry. If your grandfather's passed away, God rest his soul. Hopefully he's not. But if that's the stuff that they're telling you, they're dead wrong. And once again, I have seen young ladies or ladies, women that have been, that are in relationships or were past tense, that are saying stuff like this. Oh, you're so this, you're so that. Any man would be lucky. No, they wouldn't. As long as she got you telling her the stuff that you telling her, no, they wouldn't. You're not. This advice is terrible. Y'all have her put up on a pedestal, so y'all are thinking other dudes are going to put her way up there in the clouds. No, that's not my daughter. I don't know her. I can give her respect, but I don't have to be a simp for her. Well, a simp is just no. And until we build rapport, I'm not doing all of that. Until we're married, I'm not doing all of that. can take you out for a nice lunch, a nice dinner, but it can be nice. It don't got to be $400 or $500 nice. We're going to get to know each other. And if you're really interested in getting to know me, that should be very obvious. And vice versa. We're not doing that.
If your husband has a way better car than you do, he's success.
If you're broke, just say that.
How do you become the MILF your husband desires and the mom your kids still need at the same time? Being a MILF isn't just about looking hot. It's about keeping the spark alive. It's sending a flirty text in the middle of the day, brushing past your husband in the kitchen like you know exactly what he's thinking, and reminding him you are still the woman he fell for. But your kids, they don't need a runway model. They need a mom who shows up, cheers the loudest at their games, kisses the scraped knees, tucks them in bed at night. The secret is realizing you don't have to choose one role over the other. You can handle school drop-off, pack the lunches, and still be the woman that makes her man weak in the knees after bedtime. You can be nurturing and playful, soft and sexy, supportive and irresistible, all in one. That's how you do it. Be the MILF your husband desires and the mom your kids need. Because the hottest thing of all is being the full package.
Bruh,
stripper
stop
too?
it.
That's
I
you.
used to
That's
dance
your
and I've
opinion.
never in my life been
What about
completely
a-
okay.
that's the
So
thing.
you're sitting
It
up and
doesn't
telling
matter.
me that I will
difference.
never
Okay.
be married because of the fact that I used to
So-
dance.
I never said that.
Sounds
You stop
crazy.
putting words in my mouth.
No, but I'm just saying. But you're saying, you literally just said, why would I want to give a woman my last name if she's been out there? The last thing a guy wants to do is to know that the girl's been out there with another guy. Telling
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we
guys
care
don't even
about.
care about
the same
that.
way you women care about a man having money, being able to take care of you, being competent, et cetera, being 6'4". We care about a woman's passion, her being sexual and being over.
Okay,
That's
so
what
you
we care
think,
about.
okay, so you want to try and degrade women and
First, a woman stripping, she's degrading herself, not me. How can I
that's
degrade?
not degrading
How
yourself.
are you gonna be on the stripper pole and you say I'm the one degrading you? Look, I'm sorry, but like women who themselves never been respected in all of history.
The difference between the conversations and what you're having is women's standards are praised, men's standards are demonized. But once men have standards, like, I like this, but I don't like this, demonized. Oh, you're a misogynist, you're a bad guy. That's what's going on here. He's pointing out his standards. And guess what? His standards is most men's standards.
If you make $250,000 a year and your partner makes $75,000 a year, we should not be going 50-50 on the rent. It is not a commensurate burden on the person making less. Over time, that's going to lead to financial resentment. Now, you still have all of this discretionary money that you can spend on the rent, you can spend on all these other things you want to do, but I'm spending a huge portion of my income likely on rent. And then I have no money left over. If you truly love your partner and you truly want what's best for them, I don't believe in equality when it comes to splitting things down the middle.
Oh,
we are never going to
really?
be 50-50 partners. Someday it's 80-20, other days it's 20-80. But you should be fair. And I think it should be a proportional burden of whatever that expense is based on your income.
You're going to say the same goes for when it's the woman who's making $250,000 per year and the guy's only making $75,000. She should be the one who is paying most of the bills because he's not making as much as she is.
That's my question too. So is it going to be the same if it's a woman making $250,000 a year? Is she covering most of it? I mean, number one. Number two, that's a selfish way to think of it. If y'all are in a relationship, married, I'm assuming, then y'all are like the money's going into one pool basically. Or y'all are at least going to one goal, towards one goal. If y'all don't have like a joint account, then you're saying, okay, I'm going to take my, why are you even on a team? What are you even together for if you're not doing that? That's what men can't understand. That's why they're continuing to stay single, because you talk like this. Okay, I've got 250, you got 70. So the man takes care of everything. Okay, what are you doing with your money? Well, I'm putting it back towards this. I'm putting it back towards that. What specifically? Since I'm paying the bill, because I can tell you I'm paying the rent. Well, you were doing that again. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Oh, but you were paying the light bill. I don't want to hear that. You're in here. You need to contribute to the house. What are you buying? What are you paying? Well, I can buy the groceries. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't have to ask you. When you go to the store, when a man of that caliber says, when you say, I'm about to go to the store, he tries to hand you his card. No, babe, I make money. I got it. No, take my card. Babe, I got it. Let me do something around here. You should be insisting on doing something around that house because you're not paying any bills. I mean, this is not your daddy's house. This is not your mama's house. You have to earn your keep. I mean, God dog, whenever a man comes in there and a man starts living off of you, what do you hear the men say? No, man, that's a bum, dude. You need to get him to start working. That dude's lazy. That's a couch potato. How many movies and TV shows we didn't seen about that? I was watching Abbott Elementary. Cool dude. I can't remember his name. It just slipped my mind. But Quinta Brunson's old boyfriend, really funny dude. He was basically what they was calling a bum. Had to leave him off to the curb. Hey, I think we need to break up. Start going out with somebody else. Right? Because he was seen as a bum. Funny guy, but he was seen as a bum. That's what y'all be looking at men as. But now, when the roles are reversed, and he's making the money and paying all the bills, and you just living there, oh, that's soft. That's feminine. That's divine feminine. That's ultra, super duper divine feminine. Get up and do some work, man.
What kind of grown man plays video games? Somebody asked me this question on one of my posts the other day. And my response is the kind of man who realizes he can do whatever he wants with the money and the time that he earned. And also the kind of man who understands that he don't owe anybody else any explanation. But it's a little bit deeper than that. For us guys that play games, we don't actually look at it as a game. It's more than just a game. Imagine you can go on a spaceship right now and go into outer space somewhere to a whole nother planet. You'll be in a whole different world, right? That's how we look at video games. We instantly get to be taken to a whole different world to get to see something and experience something that we don't get to see down here. It's the same feeling that guys get when they get off work and they go and shoot some hoops with the fellas. It's the same feeling that people get when their hobby might be going to the gym. It's the same feeling that people get when they go and they watch a good movie. You get taken out of your world and you get brought into this new world. That's how we look at video games. We get brought into a whole nother world instantly. And it's a great feeling. Also, video games have consistently not let me down for over 30 years. God of War, Crash Bandicoot, Resident Evil, Madden, 2K, the list goes on. So yes, there are still grown men and grown women that play video games. And it's always gonna be that way. It's a good time. It helps to connect us with other people. We ain't out here ripping and running the streets. We in our crib, we safe, we chilling. Ain't nobody getting hurt. We ain't spending no unnecessary money. We good. If you don't understand the video game culture, that's fine. But leave us alone and don't try to judge us just because you don't understand the culture. It's simple.
The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man. Married women do not live as long as single women. They do not earn as much money as single women. They are not as happy as single women. They are more likely to suffer from addiction than single women. They are more likely to commit than single women. They are more likely to die of homicide than single women. They report themselves in every single way that you can measure sociological data for wellness as being less contented than single women. Conversely, married men, on the other hand, married to women, outperform single men by such a measure that it is perhaps the healthiest thing that a man can do is to get a woman to marry him. Married men live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, they advance more in their careers, they're more creative, they're less likely to commit, they're less likely to die of homicide, they're less likely to die in car accidents, in every single possible way. The best thing a man can do is to get married to a woman. The worst thing a woman can do, statistically speaking, is to get married to a man, because what happens is it's called the marriage benefit imbalance. Those imbalances are exactly equal, meaning the percentage of herself that a woman gives to a man, she loses and he gains. So she's literally giving her life to him. Years of life, prosperity. It's a literal exchange.
Well, I think you're only looking at it from one side of the floor. Married women actually live longer than single, divorced, or widowed women. I think the CDC shows their death rates are about half as high as that of the people that I just mentioned. When you're talking about happiness, you have surveys like Anyway, you have surveys that show married women with kids. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Yeah, so you have the General Social Survey that's showing us married women with kids that are more likely to say they're very happy than if they were single. It's all relative, really, honestly. So you have that, and then you have, when we look at money, marriage usually means bringing more money into the household. So that's more income. If you have more money, you're probably going to be happy, right? So some women slow their careers down. We know this for their kids, but it's not true that single women always earn more, right? In a partnership, there's different dynamics, okay? So a woman might say, okay, because I've got you to rely on, because I've got you to depend on, I can take a step back and focus in on this direction. That's just what it is, right? And I would also say that you talked about homicide and people eliminating themselves, which according to what I read, there's not really any solid proof that married women have more addiction or face a higher risk of being taken out by their partners, right? I would probably say, based on the research that I've done, that issue more so depends on what your stress level is, where you live, could be if you're in poverty or not, the quality of your relationship, things in like that, generally like that, right? But I think all in all, you guys keep on saying this stuff like marriage is kind of the worst thing for women, and it's actually not. If you actually look at the numbers, it shows that many married women actually live longer and they're happier than single women. Y'all just be out here talking about they're so miserable because you're miserable. They're so bitter and they're actually single this and whatever, because that's the way you are. You be projecting and putting the stuff that be going on with you on them, and it actually be just your problem. I think one study said something like single women report higher levels of happiness, right? That's just you reporting that. That doesn't mean that these married women aren't happy. That doesn't mean that they aren't taking care of business, right? So you guys, I guess anything to cope, if that's how you want to live your life.